Just when we all thought the New York Knicks were going to lay a dud, Jalen Brunson comes to the rescue, dropping a 55-point burger ball, and I'm here to talk about it. Let's get right into today's video, guys. So listen, before I break down Jalen Brunson's 55 game, I just kind of wanted to talk about the feeling that Jalen Brunson gave me as I was watching the game. I wanted to talk about the feeling that he gave me that we have somebody on our team that when he has it going, he has it going. Offensively, the footwork, the pivot, the reverse pivot. And now it looked like he's added this little like hezzy move. He caught, I mean, granted, it's the Washington Wizards. So some of the defenders that they have aren't great. But it looks like he added this thing to his repertoire where he's at the top of the key. He gives like a hezzy, and then he has a defender in the air. He drives past him, and then he has a defender on his hip, and then he pump fakes, and the defender jumps on him, and then he gets an automatic and one. I don't know, man. Jalen Brunson, like for all the stuff that he gets, saying that he's not having his regular Jalen Brunson season. And then he has a night like tonight, reminding everybody why he could be the best player any given night, which he is most nights. But again, the feeling that Jalen Brunson gave me, like when I saw him starting to get it going, it's like, this guy can do whatever he wants on the floor. Granted, Koulibaly, Champagne, I think his last name is. It's the Washington Wizards, so like I don't keep up with them, and they're god awful. I mean, they have talent, but there's something with that organization. They're like between Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards. It might be the Charlotte Hornets is absolutely the worst while having just bad juju, just being basketball purgatory. But like right above the Charlotte Hornets, it might be the Washington Wizards. They had the great run with John Wall and Bradley Beal, so that's like honestly their saving grace. But other than that, between Charlotte Hornets and Washington, D.C., they're just always at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. But what I'm trying to say is Jalen Brunson just going absolutely crazy. And I thought to begin the game, you can tell that the Knicks came out lackadaisical. You could tell that they were lazy. You can tell that they knew they were going up against the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma wasn't playing. I believe, Jordan Poole wasn't playing as well. They were both in street clothes on the side. So, I mean, granted, they're human, there's going to be an obvious letdown. Even with Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole, nobody's nervous going into Washington, D.C. and playing those guys. Alexander Sarr, Koulibaly, they're two young rooks. Promising. I like how aggressive they both were. But I believe Koulibaly had like the very last opportunity they had where OG locked them up. It just shows that they have a long ways to go. But going back and focusing on Jalen Brunson, 55 points. We're talking about 18 of 31 from the field, 3 of 11 from three-point line. That's kind of rough, but we got the W, so it's all good. Converting 16 of his 17 free throws, grabbing 3 rebounds and dishing out 9 assists. And he, at plus minus, he was a +1. He played 44 minutes. The other player who had a really good and big game, of course, we're talking about KAT had 30 points, 13 of 19 from the field, 2 of 5 from three-point line, converting 2 of his 3 free throws, grabbing 14 rebounds. Very, very strong double-double, 30 and 14. He played 44 minutes. The three-point number is one of the first things that I go to looking at KAT's box score. I keep saying KAT needs to be around 5 to 8. Maybe 9, but I like him to be anywhere between 5 to 8 three-pointers, and today he took 5. He only hit 2 of them, but we got the W. KAT played 44 minutes. Mikal Bridges had 21, 8 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 9 from three-point line, converting both of his free throws, grabbing 3 rebounds, dishing out 3 assists. So on Christmas Day, he dropped 41, 42 points on the San Antonio Spurs, and then Orlando Magic, he had a decent game, and tonight he had a decent game. The narrative around Mikal Bridges is whenever he has a really good game, he follows it up with kind of a dud. And at least the first 2 games after the Christmas Day offensive explosion, they've been solid. And it just looks like the Knicks, they're kind of like, they're just rounding into formation. Like it looks like they're feeling, especially Mikal Bridges and KAT, it just looks like they're really getting their groove, finding their groove, being a lot more comfortable on the offensive end. And Coach Tibbs as well is just doing a good job of slowly but surely implementing them into the offense. Mikal Bridges played 47 minutes. That guy is, Iron Man might not be the right word. I might need to make another word for just how durable that guy is. It's ridiculous. Josh Hart, 13 points, 5 of 10 from the field. No, he attempted three-pointers. He converted none of them. Converted all of his 3 free throws. He grabbed 11 rebounds and dished out 7 assists. So we're looking at a cute double-double, 13 and 11. Josh Hart played 39 minutes. So the starting 5, man. Mikal Bridges, 47. OG played 42. OG had a rough night tonight. 9 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point line. He had no free throws, which is interesting. Grabbing 4 rebounds, dishing out no assists. So he had a rough night. But the starting 5 minutes: Mikal 47, OG 42, KAT 44, Jalen Brunson 44, and Josh Hart 39. It is what it is. I'm not gonna come here and every single video talk about minutes, but from here on out, if I keep seeing people complain about the minutes and keep talking about Coach Tibbs plays his starters really deep, really high minutes in the regular season when it's a January 2nd game, like, it's enough. Like, Coach Tibbs, it is what it is right now. Landry Shamet came back from that shoulder injury. This is the 3rd game that he played. Tonight he only played 6 minutes. Deuce played, actually Deuce and Precious tied for the most minutes off the bench with 19 minutes. It is what it is. This is Coach Tibbs' rotation. For the regular season, he has 9 men, so that's nice. But in the playoffs, we all know it's going to go to like 8, probably even 7. But it is what it is right now. Coach Tibbs, he's doing what he's doing, and we just gotta hope and wish that none of the players start breaking down. But Precious Achiuwa, for that amazing and one dunk that he had, was it in the first quarter or first half? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys in the comment section are probably going to be like, Precious Achiuwa, he had that and one dunk. Dario doesn't know what he's talking about. But do you see the rest of his box score? 3 points, 1 of 3 from the field, took 1 3-point attempt, and he missed that. Grabbing 7 rebounds, dishing out 2 assists, played 19 minutes. So that one play is we're just gonna negate everything else that he does wrong. Just turnovers. He literally got in the game and he caused Jalen Brunson to commit a turnover. Because I remember Jalen Brunson was at one of the corner threes and Precious Achiuwa was looking nervous. He was looking unsure of himself and he didn't know if he should cut or if he should stay. Jalen Brunson threw the ball towards him, but Precious Achiuwa, he didn't know what to do. So he kind of like started running away from him, and then Jalen Brunson threw the ball away and it was a turnover. Like, what are we talking about? Stop. Precious Achiuwa, stop. We're shipping him out of here. Hand wave. Landry Shamet, 6 minutes, no points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 field goal attempt, which he missed, which was a 3-pointer, and no free throw attempts. But what's interesting is the Cameron Payne minutes. Cameron Payne, for the last few games, his minutes are dwindling. Tonight, he played the same amount of minutes as Landry Shamet. 6 minutes. He had 1 bucket. He was 1 of 2 from the field. He took 1 3-pointer, which he missed. No free throw attempts, grabbing 1 rebound and 1 assist. But Cameron Payne and Landry Shamet both played 6 minutes. But again, Landry Shamet making that return is going to be interesting to see where Cam Payne is going to fall within the minutes that he gets for the bench players. Deuce and Precious, like I said earlier, they tied for the most minutes off the bench. They both had 19. Deuce had 3 points. It was 1 of 5 from the field, and that 1 field goal was a 3-pointer. He took 4 3-pointers. He only hit 1 of them. 1 assist, no rebounds, 1 block. So I absolutely do not like the productivity that we have on the bench right now. It's pretty bad. It's pretty sour. And that is why Coach Tibbs is playing the starting 5 anywhere from a minimum of like 44 minutes and above. Yeah, it is what it is right now. This is the team that we have up until Mitchell Robinson comes back or up until the trade deadline. Looking like Precious is going to be shipped out. Thank God. And if you guys caught the live that I did prior to yesterday's game against Orlando Magic, I talked about Ian Bagley putting out a report talking about different bigs that the Knicks are linked to, rumored to. We're talking about DeAndre Ayton. Please don't make that trade, DeAndre Ayton. Hand wave. DeAndre Ayton, one of them was a big that we actually saw tonight. It was Jonas Valanciunas, which I'll talk a little bit about him. It was Robert Williams. It was Nick Richards, who's been linked to the Knicks ever since the beginning of the summer. So it was different bigs. And speaking of that, Jonas Valanciunas for tonight, 8 points, 4 of 9 from the field. He is able to hit the 3-point shot, but he didn't take any 3-pointers tonight. No free throws, grabbing 8 rebounds, dishing out 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He played 21 minutes. Yeah, I mean, again, this is more to deal with just being able to give KAT some help. If we were in a hypothetical world to make the trade for Jonas Valanciunas, is more just to take the pressure off of KAT's shoulders as far as the physicality, as far as being a defensive anchor. I know Jonas Valanciunas, like when you hear his name, it's not a sexy name. It's not somebody that's like, oh yeah, he's the one that's gonna put us over the hump. But it would just be nice. We got to do something, man. We got to do something because we cannot depend on Mitchell Robinson. We cannot depend on Precious Achiuwa and Jericho Sims and Ariel Hukporti. Ariel Hukporti and Jericho Sims, they both did not play tonight. Precious was the only big that we had coming off the bench. And cool, that N1 dunk that Precious had, you get 2 claps. And then what's the next highlight you guys could talk to me about with Precious? But this was a solid win. Starting the game, did not think that we were actually going to leave Washington, D.C. with a W because of how lackadaisical the Knicks were. But Jalen Brunson put on his Superman cape, and we left with a W, 55 points. Salute to you, Jalen Brunson. Now with the win, we are 22-10, and with a away record of 12-6. So we're sitting nice. I'm definitely pleased with what I see. And on Monday, we have a game. I forgot who we're playing, but on Monday is when the Knicks are back in action. Hopefully, Chris and I, or one of us two, will be able to do a post game. But that's it for today's video, guys. I want to say thank you so much for checking it out. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, it's Jalen Brunson proving to us all why he deserves all of the MVPs, putting on his Superman cape and leading us to a win tonight. The deuce is loose for co-MVP. OG Anunoby for Defensive Player of the Year. Taj Gibson, we miss you, bro. And until next time, I'll check you out in the next video. Queens forever. Peace.